All right, guys, welcome back to Bonnie Ruby Reacts, and you're watching the Tell All Part 2, 90 Days the Other Way. Let's jump right into it, guys. Again, we want to thank you for all our new subscribers. We want to thank you for everybody that's just peeking and watching and coming in and, visiting us from time to time. But try to make this a home and hit that button, because that's the home button. Thanks again. Let's get started, guys. Now, we on the Tell All, and it's time for Ingi to speak and say his part about his relationship with Corona. But he ends up walking off the set, aka the monitor, because they had him on the monitor. So he walks off after he says his piece, right? He's backstage telling his friend he's not built for this, and it's kind of hard to relive it. Everybody on stage feel like, what does he mean? It's hard for everybody. But he don't want to go through with it. Now, Shekinah tells Sarper to go and call him, go get in touch with him, because he may listen to you. Sarper don't really want to do it, but he's doing it for them. Mm-hmm. And he calls him, he say, man, what happened? You told me you was going to say your piece. I'm out here trying to defend you. But he just said, hey, I'm sorry I disappointed you. I just couldn't do it, man. He's telling him that you guys are good people. I like you. If you and your girl are ever in Iceland, we could all hang out. We could talk later. Sarper really want him to come back out. He's doing it for the group. But Shekinah's in the background telling him, tell him to be a man, Sarper. Tell him to be a man. Like, that would get two men in a fight. Yes. I know he's not on the screen, but you be quiet if you're not going to break it up. Tell him he's a man. Don't you know a dude want to knock you in the mouth when you say that? But he can't because you're a female. It's the most worst thing to say to a man almost. It's triggering. And yet you want Sarper to tell him that. He don't need to be mean. That's some catty shit, and I'm glad he didn't listen to it. Corona's in the background saying, hey, man, don't waste your time, begging him to come out here pretty much. Just hang up, because that's all you're going to get. So he eventually get off the phone after he offers him to come by whenever they're in Iceland. Now, Corona on stage like, I'm glad you could talk it out with Sarper and not me. Like, there he goes showing that he's DL again. Because it makes no sense that you're able to talk to another man about your problems, but you don't want to talk to her. Right. Maybe they already had their closure and he don't want to do it. But what I'm getting is he ain't built for TV. No. He's not into that. No. And I think that's what he meant by it. Like, this ain't for me, this for y'all. Yeah. That's why we never seen him filming whenever it was time to film. Right. She was basically by herself. She was finding content, being down at the school, talking to the advisor. She was talking to two girls that was supposed to be her friend. And then there's a group then she went to a group to see how she could integrate as an Israelite there, but she just didn't have no scenes with him. If he did come out, he made sure they was in some ice globe or some ice water. I don't know if it was punishment for bothering him or what. I don't know. The only thing that happened in the U.S. was she really didn't have time for him. She was busy, and he was all upset that she wasn't obsessed over him. I guess she wasn't all up under him. Mm-hmm. But it sounded to me like she did to him what he did in Iceland to her. Because what a coincidence. Yeah. Yeah. So she say they were on a park bench one day, and she does individual therapy herself. And they were going over some problems that they may be experiencing. And she was suggesting that maybe he do therapy on his own. Mm-hmm. And he basically just got up and walked off. And she ain't seen him to this day. She saw him at the tell-all. And she tried texting him, but he never responded to any of her texts during that time. She don't know why it happened. And Sarper's like, was you cursing him out? Was you yelling at him? She was like, I didn't do any of that. I wish there was some definitive thing I could say I did that led to this, but it was nothing. He just up and left one day. He's just a coward. So in her eyes, he's a wuss-puss. He's a coward. She don't got time for this. They invite her family out, her mom, her grandma, and her sister. Mm-hmm. And they have the same take. Grandma feels like he didn't try to get to know her mom or her when he was visiting in America. Yeah. He was just bland and nonchalant. Corona feels like he didn't try to get to know her family the way she tried to get to know his. Her mom feels like he was using her because Corona paid for the visa. She paid for his plane tickets. And he was just, had her paying everything, and the mom don't really like that. She feels, she didn't tell us another reason, but I think it was because he was Caucasian. That's pretty much what we got from that. Grandma also feels like it's a red flag that he didn't have a girlfriend. On what planet do he live on? The mom think it's weird as a 40-year-old man you never brought a girl home. Her mom just thinks he was a user and a freeloader. They still have Gummi on stage, his friend Gummi. And they asking Gummi all kind of questions, and he don't know anything. Well, I don't know. It looks even more DL. I want to say gay, y'all. It just looks so, like, why is the man speaking for another man? If he left, let him leave. Like, showing them, y'all really don't got nothing to film. Mm-hmm. This man walked off set, don't pay his ass, and we don't want to hear from his friend. He was not in a personal relationship. He can't answer anything that they want to know. So the grandma says, you sure have a whole lot of I don't knows. It's like, why is he up there? He not giving us no details. He even said that Ingi didn't tell him that Corona was yelling at him or anything like that. It's just that she was different when he got to America. She didn't show who she was initially. What? I'm going to say that was the shortest time her family was on stage, because they were literally there 5 minutes and then they asked them to leave. I'm going to assume it was because Ingi didn't come out and there was no dialogue. There was no questions from them, no way to go back and forth. Mm-hmm. But I feel like they could have kept them for at least 7-8 minutes of the segment. It's not like they had anything else. We could have asked some more questions. But anyways, they say their goodbyes to them. Production basically let them know that Ingi has decided to not come back or return. And Sarper and everybody like feels bad for Corona. Sarper says, I'm going to have to take your side, Corona. I tried to give him a chance, but he was just a coward. Like, I don't even respect that. So I 100% see it your way. And that was their take on that. My take, he didn't even speak for 2 minutes straight. He just couldn't make it make sense. He just said he lost the one he loved. What? They gave us nothing else. This was just a fake relationship to me. Yes. I don't know what was real. I think Corona is too aggressive to be with a Caucasian unless she get with a rocker, somebody with gauges. They work at the tattoo shop. They like listening to urban and rock music. She a Louisiana white boy if she want to do that. A Louisiana Caucasian. Because it's more, she'll get more of what she asking for. You're going to push people and be mad aggressive and drop F-bombs every 2 seconds and be rash. And I'm not saying that's Israelites. What I'm saying is, if she wants something tough and non-passive aggressive, she need to come from over there off their side. Seriously, because that's their nature. Yeah, you can meet people that is not, but you're going to go on the list. Yeah. I feel like she want a mix, a balance. It also looked like she playing for the wrong team. She sending out the wrong messages and confusing us. I know she liked to be, look at me with all my colors. But there was a couple of times where I was like, are you playing on the other team? I just think she need to make it clear. Her style, her tattoos on her legs, her patent leather shoes. It's just giving, she need a Louisiana type of white boy or a tattoo artist type one. Ingi was totally different. Totally. If you want somebody that can handle you, that's how I feel. But I don't know how this ended up because he's extremely passive aggressive. It makes me question, what was this relationship? That's my take. I wish her the best, but this relationship was basically what we watched. We hardly saw him. And it was her looking like she was in a relationship with herself. That's my part.
Mm-hmm. I also think the same. I totally agree with you. I just also want to add, I know whenever he came to the States, she acted an ass. I know she did. She showed herself. I think that's the only thing he's telling the truth on. She showed her ass.
He didn't say what she did. He didn't give us nothing. He just said she was different.
The friend said.
You believe that Corona's lying. She
Yeah.
did cuss him out, drop F-bombs,
Yes.
and was acting
of course.
aggressive.
Of course.
For
sure.
I'm
For sure. I just wanted to add that. But other than that, nah, this was like a fake ass relationship. Yeah, it was just something for filming, you know.
Yeah, I'm agree. I am gonna say it's kind of hard to believe, even though the friend say he didn't say it, Ingi didn't theme it out and make it a thing. She's denying it, but I'm like kind of with Sarper. I got this feeling she did cuss him out a couple of times.
Yeah,
it was almost like, hey, this is my personality, and I want you to get used to it because it's kind of hard hiding it. She led us with that.
Yeah,
when she was at the bar or wherever she was over in Iceland, telling him, hey, I'm aggressive. I'm kind of toning shit down right now. You know, this is like not the real me. You shouldn't have done that.
Right.
Because he was like, what am I be getting into? It was almost like, we don't even have arguments yet, but you're making me think I better watch it because if it goes down, it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Next, Sean and Joanne. So Sean want to know, how is it that Sean's in America? And he's telling her that week before the tell-all, his green card papers came through, and he found out, you know, we talked about this, that he wasn't even banned from overstaying his visa. So everything worked out and they got here. But they also want to know, where's your daughter? She's back in Ireland and she thinks I'm there too. So she don't know you here. No, because basically the girl gonna get mad and whoop his ass if she find out that he there without her.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell her? Because she's gonna whoop my ass. No, like, why you don't tell her that you got your card and you over here making some things right so y'all can move to America, so you visiting now?
Yeah. Because
she's gonna kick my ass because she wants to see Joanne. Well, bring her to see Joanne. Ain't Joanne with you? Like, I'm not getting it. Now, they want to know where they gonna live. He's moving here? They don't know. Well, how long you staying right now while you visiting? I don't know. So they pretty much don't know anything. And I can't believe they're a couple because they don't look sexual. At least Joanne don't. But they're a couple that lay around and they don't have their plans. Or they don't believe in telling their plans due to Joanne's metaphysical beliefs.
Do they even
tell
talk?
us? Like, but how do you don't know when you leaving, staying, coming? When you gonna tell people? This is the weirdest dynamic ever in terms of how they communicate.
Yes, I don't think they communicate.
I feel like if you different in anything that you do from other relationships, make it clear so you don't appear crazy. Like, tell us why y'all never know anything.
Yeah. Other than that, it don't make any sense.
So they bring Donna out and they speak to her about how she felt about Sean when she met him. Did she meet him? She said she met Sean, but it was for like 2 days. It was really short. I don't know where they at, but they ain't hanging out. She just seen him twice. She likes him though, and she's not mad at him for them keeping the secret. It was because it was her daughter who kept it. She said Sean pulled her to the side and let her know he wanted to tell her. Now, when they call him out on stage about it, he said, I ain't say it like that. I don't really care. I think Donna know. We saw on the show you wanting to tell the boys when y'all were playing soccer. You wanted to end the madness. But for some reason, it looked like when it come to leading and being upfront about what's going to happen, we don't see that with him. I don't know if he's trying to get something, but he makes it like we going along with what she's going with. And I'm biting and holding my tongue when I really don't agree with what she's doing. Because I think he would have told everybody, to friend everybody.
Yeah.
It's her.
Something ain't right.
I think something ain't right with both of them. Her mom wants to know, when are they going to have a wedding? Are they even going to celebrate it? Where you going to live? And she don't know where she going to live, but she want her wedding in Ireland. And the mom needs to get on the plane and she's willing to do that. They ask the mom forgive her. The mom does forgive her. She's just really hurt by what she did. Shekinah chimes in and says, basically she ain't entitled to tell her everything just because she's the mom. If you have such a relationship with your daughter like that, then she will come tell you, obviously it ain't what you think it is. You the one confused about how close y'all really are. Joanne clarifies things after Corona says, she wouldn't talk to my mama like that. And my mama could be overbearing at times too. Now Shekinah's getting into it with Corona. But she came at me. No, Corona told her you went at her after you offended her about her daughter. That's when she told you, you gonna go move to Turkey and leave her here? What kind of mother are you? Explain this. I agree with Donna.
Yes.
First off, stay out of it. Mind your business. You don't know me and my daughter's relationship. But while we talking about daughters and mamas, why you gonna leave yours and go stay in Turkey? Shekinah, oh, since you want to play that card, no, you was playing it.
Yeah.
Joanne says, hey, I talked to my mama. Just because I kept this from her does not mean we're not close. Donna said we're going to get over it, but she needs to tell her dad. That's where we learned the dad don't even know. Dad's in the other room playing with the dogs. Somehow she managed to not tell him because he's going to really be hurt by it. Not that her mama wouldn't, but she going to really be hurt. She kind of chimes in and apologizes, Joanne, for, I guess, going after her mom. It was just triggering because it reminds her of the way her mom is. She likes to hit below the belt and make you want to tell things, but they so over-opinionated, it make you don't want to tell them. And it was just triggering for her, so she apologized. I thought the apology was for Donna, not necessarily Joanne.
I know. Like, what?
I don't get it. Joanne understands they cool. Because it all started with her saying, I see why you kept it from your mom. It's a lie. She a lie. But here's my take on this relationship. If I got to tell my friend, then I got to tell my children, then we got to tell his daughter Bella, then I got to tell my mom, now I got to tell my dad separately. Like Corona said, your dad going to really be upset, right? Knowing that everybody knew and he didn't. And Sean, the host, says, Donna, you kind of implementing yourself in a part of this. You being complicit, right? She didn't even tell her husband. To me, she should tell her husband, but she said it ain't her place to tell. I don't feel like you should let your child cause problems between you and your husband. I feel like, yeah, when they're young, you might not tell them she kissed the boy. You might not tell them she this or that and keep little small secrets. But that's how it leads to this.
Yeah.
She starts to take advantage of that. I feel like if a child tells a parent something and they ask you to let them tell, no, I won't play that in my house. Because I took vows, I'm being honest, and I'm not being deceptive to my spouse. There's no need for them to get mad or want to divorce me for lying. I take lying serious. So I can tell you right now, I won't want a divorce. My daughter got married. You know about it and you ain't tell me. What do we got if you keeping secrets with me? I don't like it. It causes too much questions in my head.
Yeah.
And I don't want no wheels turning that didn't need to be going. So it wouldn't have never happened. Why drag it out? It was hard to tell everybody, so just tell everybody at once. This is stupid and childish. You can't be this passive and scary. That's what I think of Joanne. Sean. Why does Sean not know if he gonna live here or not? I feel like something ain't right.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but I don't see them lasting. I want it to work, but I don't know. Something ain't right with it. Him never being clear. Why don't he just bring his daughter here and stay while you here? I just don't know why they don't know what they want to do. He seemed like he might have something going on and then he gonna leave her when he get here.
Yeah.
I don't feel like she is tight. Where am I getting that from? She seemed lazy and boring. I don't think she gonna keep up with him sexually. He seems active. A lot of women want him. Why he overstayed is not that deep of a question for me, but I don't know, something off. Something off. The whole visa thing and him thinking he overstayed. It wasn't true till he actually went apply. Now he don't know if how long he gonna stay here and if he gonna go back. It's gonna come up. Just wait.
Yep. Something's
coming through. All right, guys, my co-host had to step out for a minute, but the show goes on. So let's get into it. Shekinah and Sarper. They bring up old text messages from Sarper and his therapist. They tell Shekinah that they tried to tell her, but she walked off the stage last time when they brought her up. And I think she knew that too. That's why she ran. Because the lady not bothering you that much that you need to leave the stage. Like, seriously, it wasn't that deep. Not like she's sitting up there with y'all. She's actually on the monitor. So they bring up these text messages. And me personally, I think they have no content, no footage. They don't have anything to be using this as content because these are text messages from before he was with Shekinah. And he's in his Speedos and it's just saying, hey, babe, you gonna come over. We already know they slept together before, so I don't feel like this is any dirt. Shekinah just think it's typically F-boy shit, and she ain't tripping on it. And I wouldn't either. However, Sean, the host, want to know if he still look like he did in the pics. Were they filters? And Shekinah's like, my man don't even know how to use a filter. Like, what you on? Please, Sarper doesn't even know how to use those. Sarper said, no, that was me. Corona want to know if he still look like that too. So he's ready to take his shirt off, but Shekinah says, I don't think that I'm ready to see him like that. Besides, the girl just saw him in his Speedos and all the 2,500 other girls that he was with in the past. So no, I don't think I want to do that. If he's going to do it, then I'm going to take my dress off, which we know she not. So everybody's like, come on. Corona's like, we want to see. Come on. Corona is saying to them, he's only 2 buttons away from his shirt being completely undone anyways. Sarper don't do it because Shekinah wants to know who he's going to prioritize in this moment, him or what Corona wants. So he's like, he learned his lesson. He ain't doing it. He her little puppy. That's what he said. Now, James want to know why does Sarper have such a disconnect with women and love and sex? And he says when he was young, he walked in on his girl or some kind of way found out that she was cheating with some guy with long hair. I don't know what the emphasis of the long hair was about, but maybe it was like he was hot or something. And he vowed to never get hurt by girls again. He wasn't going to let nothing they did affect him in the way that he did because he took it hard. His dad told him never to trust women. And Shekinah feels like that was too harsh for a teenage boy to know at 13 or 14. The cast feels bad for him. They feel like he really took that and ran with it. Sean mentioned Shekinah's nose surgery. And Sarper called it his creation, his work of art. Shekinah didn't like all the previous jobs that she had on her nose, as we know. So she went along with Sarper and she been liking what he's been doing with her. He got to dissolve all her filters. And Corona don't believe it. She says she only have filters in her lips. Now Corona's laughing and rolling her eyes. And Sean, the host, asks her, what was that about, Corona? So Corona's like, girl, I done seen your face before. You had the fillers. But if you going to say this your face, I'm going to believe you. But I definitely think you got them in the cheeks and the chin. Shekinah tells her she's entitled to her opinions, but she only have it in her lips. I think she lying too. There's no way. You know how I feel. She's going too far with these surgeries. I think Sarper did make her better than she appeared. I agree to that. But I think she need to get rid of it altogether. However, I don't know if she's going so far that if she dissolves it and gets rid of everything, if she'll look right. So she mentions to the cast that she's going to get Sarper's name tattooed on her neck and he's going to get her lips tattooed on his neck. But the cast asks her not to do it. Corona thinks it's bad juju. Joanne thinks metaphysically it's just bring on generational curses and past life issues binding you with this person. Shekinah says she don't believe in that. She's just going to believe that she can manifest what she want. And if she believe good going to happen, then good going to happen. She's not going to put thoughts into what if they break up. Because Sean, Joanne's husband, he thinks they shouldn't do it either. But she's going with it because his name means trust. And she likes it. Names and tattoos. If you see yourselves working out, okay. I'm not too fond of it, me personally, having somebody's name on me. Because I wouldn't want someone to break my trust. I think that's the highest honor. For me to tattoo somebody's name on me, they are very 100% honest with me. They don't lie. It's not even in their character. It looks very strong that we're going to be together. Then I would possibly consider it. There wasn't much on Shekinah and Sarper. I think they was taking it easy on them this time. They really didn't have any drama anyway, so I like them together. I really think they go together. That's my take. Nothing much to see. James and Meitalia. So nothing much to see here either. James can't have any friends that are girls. Meitalia accused him of cheating. It was a never seen before clip where they show us that Meitalia caught James looking at girls on his phone dancing in bikini, and she attacked him saying he was cheating. She cried. She went to her sister. James, for 2 years, didn't understand how he offended her and what he did wrong. It's not in our culture in America to consider cheating looking at something when you're scrolling through your phone. Meitalia accuses James of being in the bathroom watching these girls while he's doing number 2 and following them. So now the girls on the set are starting to feel like, hey, I see her point now. But at first they thought she was batshit crazy. Do I think it's cheating? Like they said, it depends on what's the line for your partner. If your partner thinks talking to girls is cheating, whether it's innocent or not, it's cheating. If they think looking at videos or adult shows is cheating, it's cheating. If you don't, you need to get out of this relationship with them. I think she hard on herself, but again, this may be cultural. Sean asked everybody on the set, do y'all think James cheated? Nobody think he's cheating. But the girls do feel, if you following him and you watching them, you may be cheating. That's cheating. They asked him why was he doing it, and he said he was simply objectifying women. That was it. Nothing behind it. Nothing special about the girls. Just that they were dancing in bikini. But now he has since unfollowed the girls, and he got rid of all his social media apps where he was possibly looking at girls. I don't know, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. Sarper think that's going too far, because if you give a girl a hand, she want the arm. All you had to do was unfollow the girls. You didn't need to delete the app. That's not necessary. I agree with Sarper. That's too much. She might have to learn the American way as well. But do not go over the lines that she said that she considers cheating. But you should be able to be on your phone. But if he was doing what he was doing, I'm going to say no. Because his eyes for her only, she said. I can understand it because I started to see it her way. So they backstage and Corona asked James, can she watch adult videos? James tell her he cannot because Meitalia don't want him looking at other women. Then Meitalia walks up and Corona says, stop the conversation. She tells Meitalia because she didn't want her walking up on something on a conversation that she wasn't a part of about her. And Meitalia said, go ahead, y'all can keep talking. So James turns to her and say, why can't I watch adult videos? And she said, you can, just with me. He didn't know this apparently. Can y'all believe that? So he just finding out he can watch them with her. Again, I'm not buying this. I'm not. Anything that may appear manly or like men do, he gonna say he doing it. He just reading textbook stuff on how to act like a man and appear straight. I'm buying the rest. But James asked Meitalia a question, and I want to understand this too, because he has a point here. He asks her, why can I watch it with you, but I can't watch it by myself? What is it that you seeing that I'm not seeing? What is it that you visualizing that I'm not visualizing? And she basically said that we could do it better than them. She really don't answer the question. Because if you don't want him imagining these girls, it's not going to stop him from imagining them because you sitting next to me. When you leave, I still know what they look like. So I think this is crazy. I didn't get it at all. Why is it okay to watch it with her than not with her? If her whole point is, I don't want you looking at girls. He can go in the bathroom or whatever he had with that same thought. At least she's willing to watch it with him, but I still think that don't make sense to me. If you can watch it, you should be able to watch it. But I don't think it's going to be much fun watching it alone. It would be better with your wife. To me, this is what I think. Especially since she said you can watch it with her. You going to wait till she's not around to watch it and help yourself? If you help yourself, because some people just watch. It's not like they're going to do anything. Josh and Lily. They bring Josh's brother Gerard out. Soon as Gerard hit the stage, Lily on the screen, hey, Gerard. You look nice. You look very handsome. I miss you. What? As everybody saw, she didn't act this way with Josh. She didn't act this way with her husband at all. She didn't say, I miss you. You look nice. He had on her custom attire from back home. But he didn't look nice. He didn't get no compliment. However, what do he have on? He looked like he about to have some sushi and practice karate. I don't know. It just looked weird. He just didn't dress in a suit. But his brother came sharp. And we saw her light up. See, people got to pay attention to this stuff. That's the same way Josh lit up when he saw Sean. And when he saw James. She really lit up. So I don't know. Josh should dress like this sometime then. The brother says that Lily doesn't bring up money to Josh no more. So that kind of cut down all the problems. He sees growth. They invite Vivian to the stage, Lily's daughter, and they say, girl, how you feeling? What do you think about the relationship now? She said, no. I still don't. They've been together 5 or so years. As long as they've been together, how many years it was, they only slept together about 4 or 5 times. Everybody on stage jaw drop. You know what that means? This basically means that even since he went out there, and after they wedding, he still hadn't slept with her. Since she put the red sheets on the bed, he still haven't slept with her. You got to be kidding me. Lily's daughter said, if you into women, then why haven't you slept with my mom? Is something wrong with your member? Are you having issues with it? Now the girl even said that. Listen, she said, if you into women, if you like women, explain to me why you ain't slept with my mom. He don't got no answer. The cast are saying, you not sleeping with her? Sarper try to help him. Bro, if you don't sleep with the woman, man, you're going to have problems. It's not going to work. You need to get the spot, the G. You need to get the G, he said. You need to go ahead and do this. You need to go ahead and take care of this. Corona say, man, what's going on, Josh? Josh say, we fight and I just don't be in the mood. Now, here they go. They making a point. I've been telling y'all this. I'm not the only one who said it on all the videos where this was brought up. Corona say, man, you don't have to braid the girl hair and have some storybook thing going on. Just go in there and make it happen. James said, yeah, man, a quickie. He's very vocal, y'all. He should be the last one talking. But yeah, a quickie. Sean's looking at his wife like, what? I think everybody's thinking it now. You're not fighting all the time. You really not. Stop lying. At least one day is a good day. Vivian, Lily's daughter, say, man, if you a man and you want it, you're going to go and get it. All of that fighting stuff, that's neither here nor there. You still going to go and get some. So they asked her what her relationship like. Do she see him as a family member? And she said, yeah. Sometimes he's like a brother to me. Like somebody my age. We play games. It's cute. But I only see him as Lily's son. That's telling. She don't see no intimacy or anything between them two. Once again, Corona's like, man, why y'all trying to be together? Lily, why y'all trying to be together? Sean asked Lily, why are y'all fighting for this? They asked Gerard, he think they should just still work it out. Vivian tell on them, hey, they texted me a few days ago, they was getting a divorce. Everybody jaw drop again. Gerard's shocked, but still think they should go for it and make it work. That's not fighting, bro. That ain't fighting at all. Why y'all's getting a divorce? He said she was saying some things to me. She tell me she want a divorce. I say, okay, I'm gonna honor it. She was insulting to me. And so I told her I'm gonna go get a lawyer and look into it. Now, why y'all was acting like things was cool? Even though I could see it wasn't. Vivian said, yeah, they was talking divorce. They get Lily's take on it. Come to find out, they was back in the States visiting his parents for their 50th anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't want her to come over there. He got mad at her initially because she was holding his hand too tight. He told her she was like a man. This dude, this. Your girl holding your hand too tight. She is acting like a man. As feminine as Vivian is, y'all, it's not even possible to accuse her of this. If my hand was hurting, I bet y'all wouldn't say nothing. She'll never know. But you want me to believe she was holding your hand too tight. So he don't want her sleeping at his parents' house, so she had to go get a hotel. He wanted her out. He claims she lying. They like about everything. She said, okay, Josh, whatever you say. Whatever you say. She ends up saying, she look at everybody's relationship. It's like it's not what they have. It make her jealous. Now, it looked like the crew on her side until they all go in the back, and it looked like the camera catching them on his side. You can't make sense of these. Even Gerard Shaw. You don't want the girl at your parents' house because you didn't want to sleep with her. You didn't want to have to. You didn't want to have to make out with her and put on and make it look like y'all good. You didn't want to have to be intimate with a woman for a split second. That's what I believe. This is ridiculous. Production let Josh know Lily called him back to the stage, and she telling him she want to fight after seeing what everybody else have. This a fake relationship. He's like, okay, all right, let me hug this screen. Y'all don't no man act like that. Don't nobody act like that. Culturally, nobody. He act like something wrong with him, but we already know what it is. Y'all to tell all they didn't really have much. I don't think they're gonna have a part 3. There wasn't much to give. James and Meitalia in the car, and he bringing up things like, you think we safe? You think our relationship good? You think we gonna be all right? They crying. It's like you drawing this onto you like there's something going on. You making it appear like y'all got problems. Y'all was fine when y'all left. You even say the cast took it easy on you. I don't know. I think he ready to go be with his boyfriend. Josh and Lily need to end it. I'm rooting for Joanne and Sean, but something's in the water. I'm rooting for Sarper and Shekinah. They about as upfront as they could be with each other. They into the same shit. I'm supporting them. James and Meitalia, no. They both cry too much. James is a liar. He's sneaky. I don't know. It ain't gonna work. He played with her emotions too much. I think she's too sensitive for him. Corona and Ingi, of course, that wasn't gonna work out, but we do wish her the best. This season, I'll give it a C. It was interesting, just a little bit. But I wouldn't invite Josh and Lily back. That cannot be the theme for the next season. Yeah, I just wouldn't invite Josh and Lily back. Yeah, they could go. Other than that, it was great, guys. That's my take on it. What is wrong with Josh? Please, somebody, I ask y'all this. Let us know in the comments, what do you think wrong with Josh if it's not that he's a gay man? Make it make sense. He's over there all that time in that beautiful, nice house. His wife, his whole issue in their marriage is that he don't want to sleep with her. They only arguing about not sleeping together because at this point she's losing her frustration and it's making no sense. So please explain to us, how can a man not want it for that long at all? And would you stay in this relationship? That's it, guys. That's been all. Catch us on the next season, but stay tuned for before the 90 days. Head over there and catch out the latest video. This is Bonnie and Ruby Reacts, and we'll be back. Peace.